Hello and welcome back to my channel Call Center Certified Trainer. This is Mansoor, and in today's video we are going to be discussing about those 10 mistakes customer services rep do during a call. On number one, we have taking a pause without a reason. Taking a pause means that while speaking with a customer asks you a question and you are pausing without a reason, or probably thinking about that or suitable answer. Your answer or reaction should be very instant. You should be instantly giving the answer. If you don't know, if you're getting into a situation where you have to think about the product or you have to think about the answer, that means your training is not completed. So you have to speak with a supervisor or get more training. Pauses are not good during the call. So make sure, if you have a habit of taking a pause, even without reason, even if you know everything about the product, even if you know everything about your job, still you have to work on it. You have to make sure that do not take pause while speaking with a customer. On number two, we have giving very rude statements like, "Can you listen to me?" Very unethical statement, and you have to make sure that if you do have a habit, you don't have to say this. There are other ways to say the same thing, that "Ma'am, sir, I can go ahead and explain that again. Just calm down." There are so many other ways to say the same thing, but saying "Can you listen to me" is a very arguing statement, very I would say very unethical statement. So make sure, if you do have a habit of saying such thing while speaking with a customer, when you're dealing with a customer, when customer is not happy with something, do not say or do not use these kind of statements. Make sure, find other ways which are very polite to have a decent conversation with the customer instead of using these kind of statements. Well, number three, apologizing when it is not your mistake or your company's mistake. Apologizing is a decent habit, but only when you think that this is your mistake or this company has done something with the customer. So make sure, do not apologize, because see, it's just a common sense. When you are apologizing for something which is not your fault or company's fault, that means you are accepting a mistake which was not done. So make sure that never ever do that, especially when you're speaking with a customer. You have to apologize when there is a mistake. Even if company has done something wrong with the customer, if there is a mistake done by the company, this is your job to apologize to the customer, because you are the one who's speaking with the customer. But if there's nothing wrong, no one has done anything wrong with the customer, never ever apologize. Number four, hanging up the call before customer hangs up. You should have this habit when you are speaking with a customer and you think that the conversation is over, customer is gone, or maybe going to hang up, wait for a while. Waiting 10 seconds or 5 seconds does not make any difference. But if you are waiting for a little bit time before, if customer did not hang up the call and you are just going to hang up the call right away, it still counts very bad manners. Wait for customer to hang up the call first, and then you can go ahead and hang up the call. Number five, we have putting customer on hold without taking customer's permission or consent. This is another important thing. When you think that you have to contact to a different department, different person, and you have to put customer on hold, in that case, always make sure that inform customer properly that I have to put you on hold and I will be right back with you. Always make sure, come back on the line in that time, whatever time you have mentioned to the customer. If you said I will be back in 1 minute, even if that work is not done with the other department or with the other person or your supervisor, still you have to unhold the call, come back and tell customer that I'm still working on it and I will be right back with you as soon as I can. But the most importantly, when you're putting customer on hold, you have to make sure that you have to inform the customer and wait for the answer. When customer says I'm okay with that, yes, that's fine, then you can go ahead and put customer on hold. On number six, we have blind transfer. When you're speaking with a customer and customer is looking to speak with someone else, not you, you have to inform the other person, whoever you're transferring the call to. Otherwise, it's called blind transfer. If you're not talking to the other person, you're just picking up the phone, dialing the other number, transferring the call to that person's extension. This means that you are just transferring the call without informing the other party, and that is not good. This is a huge mistake. As customer services rep, you have to be more ethical on calls. So you have to inform the other person, whoever you're transferring the call. Once they say that, okay, that's fine, you can go ahead and transfer the call to me, then you can go ahead and transfer the call to that person. When hanging up on customer without a reason. There are companies who have different policies. Some companies, when customer are abusing, they are using abusive language, they are not nice with you, you're allowed to have at least given 3 warnings to the customer. But in that case, when you are speaking with a customer and customer is only not happy with something and you cannot deal that situation properly, in that situation, you're not allowed to hang up on the customer. You have to find a way to deal with the customer. Hanging up on customer is a huge mistake. It's something no customer services rep should do. So many companies have policy about hanging up on customers. Most companies actually terminate their reps who does this kind of stuff. So make sure, if you do have a habit, change that habit right away. Never ever hang up on customer without a reason. Okay, on number 8, we have answering the call but not introducing the company or yourself on the call. If some customer is calling, they're supposed to hear the company name, because first confirmation is that they have called the right number. If they are hearing the company's name, then you have to also introduce yourself. You have to mention your name on the call right away. In few days, or maybe in next time, I will be discussing one more very important video, which is 5 customer services call structure, 5 steps of customer services call structure in detail. This is actually one of them, that when you are speaking with the customer, you have to make sure that you introduce yourself as soon as you answer the call, and you also have to mention about the company's name as well on that call. So start of the call should be starting with thank you for calling, then company name, then your name. 9, we have keeping one speed for all sort of customer. Sometimes you're speaking with young customers who have probably 20, 25 years, or 30 years, and they have probably more speaking speed. Sometimes you're speaking with a customer who are old, who are 80 or 90 years old, and they speak very slowly. So you have to make sure you follow the speed, whatever the speed customer has. If customer is speaking slow, you have to match the speed and you have to start speaking slowly. If customers are speaking fast, still you have to make sure you maintain a decent speed, not speak like them. But still, if a customer is speaking slow and you are maintaining a decent speed or maybe more speed than customer will have problem understanding you. So you have to make sure match the speed. That is very important. Okay, on number 10, we have when you are speaking with a customer, and at the end of call you are not appreciating their call today or appreciating their business. When you are putting them hold, when you are coming back on the line, you are not appreciating their patience. This is very important. If someone does not do that or do not follow these things, that means they are not fully customer services people. I mean, they have to get more training, they have to bring more patience, they have to be more ethical on calls. When you're speaking with a customer, you have to appreciate them for calling you, calling the company. You have to appreciate them for being on hold. You have to appreciation is very important during the call. That maintain a very decent kind of relation with the customer and the company. So always make sure that appreciate the customers. Thank you for watching today's video. If you have not subscribed my channel, please do so we can bring more videos for you, and keep watching my channel. Stay tuned. Thank you.